let us immediately draw attention to the poop emoji at the top and the activate Windows text at the bottom.
Yep.
Now that we've gotten that out of the way, this is the dungeons from my Zelda Classic Quests and also Harrison's tier list.
Well, you contributed to HFA.
A fact that I'm always shameful of, but
low point in your history.
Yes. Yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like. It's just ranking all the dungeons and talking about them in some capacity. Doesn't have anything from BA3, even though we do have the one dungeon that's actually complete. It would probably be unfair to put that here. Yeah. I think I'm going to immediately start by saying I want to go into this by, not trying to evenly distribute between the tiers. I will be shocked if more than, maybe one thing makes it into S tier. It's going to be mostly C and D.
Yeah.
So,
perhaps maybe it would be a good idea to actually rename the tiers like you did with the strange creatures to be more specific about what it even means in the context of something like this, where
we'll figure that out as we go.
High quality in the first place.
So, I will have the soundtracks go as I'm doing this. So
I made these icons with my hand.
You did.
Took me a few hours.
So BA1 level 1. I also am fancy and I have ZQuest open so we can look at these.
I had the wiki so that we could do the same thing.
Okay. So yeah, the BA1 dungeons, there's really not much to say about most of them. This one is fine. I think as a first dungeon it works.
I would say it's a little too hard.
I would agree. This is the one where, you go in, you have to figure out to bomb to the left to get the candle, and then this room is you have to kill the enemies to push the block, and the statues are shooting at you while you do it, and it's
the statues are the worst part. If not for that,
it's okay. What are the enemies here? Keys? Yeah, it's
just keys.
It's
I think
not horrible, right? But yeah, for early game, it's
you it's best to kind of game this out by killing all but one of them and then resetting with continue and then coming back so you only have to kill one on full health. It's really dumb.
Yeah, we have our first appearance of, I have a strange need for cheese. Here's the tree tile that somebody thought was a green block with a tongue sticking out. Yeah. Good screens here. Definitely exciting. If Dodongos is the boss, and then that's it, so.
It's
I would call this one a B. It's fine. It's not good, but it's fine.
I would say it's at the point where it's not bad. It's not below the midpoint,
I could see something similar to that being in Zelda 1. It's passable.
Yeah,
so we're going to be switching music quite a lot here because most of these I probably don't have much to say about. So level 2. This one, it starts the trend of me needlessly building the dungeon shape around the previous one. I don't know why I did that so much. I guess just because Zelda 1 did it.
This one's also a little too... It's not that hard, but it's punishing because you have to go through a lot of rooms again.
It's pretty linear, yeah. Let's see, because I'm trying to think of the progression here. So you go in here... I'm gonna have to turn this music down even more. You go in here and you have to know that there's a walk-through wall to the left, which I guess you would only really know if you have the map. This is the raft, I think.
Hit.
A doesn't do it. It's... What the hell is it? I'm not used to this version of ZQuest.
Oh, hang on. Go back to screen. It's...
Room data? I guess it's
room
now.
data. It's all
Okay,
combined into one thing.
And it's oh shit, you immediately use it. And then we have this excellent room with the pea hats. This excellent room, which, you can't... I didn't make a fucking exit door. And then it dumps you down here, and then you can immediately go back in the stairs to progress, or you can...
Or you can get a small amount of money in the letter.
Yeah. Then it's just straight shot to the end. It's oh no, forced bubbles, what are you gonna do? And then...
I guess it's technically slightly more interesting than level 1, but not by much.
Yeah, I'd probably agree with that assessment. God, I'm thinking here, like, it's in some ways it's worse because it's such a long straight shot and you have to redo the whole thing, and it's
level 1 is mostly just a straight shot. It's just level 2 is longer.
I'm not gonna overthink it too much. I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
San Diego.
Unfortunately, I cannot hear the music, but I will almost certainly rewatch this video too many times.
Yep. So next is actually going to be the White Sword Dungeon.
Okay.
I don't think we need to say much else about that one. It's,
no, it's just fight some enemies.
With the world's shittiest palette. You come in here, get the map that does nothing for you, and it's
Sorry, I just want to point out for level 2, if you go up a couple screens, here, you can push that block left and soft lock yourself, as I did in my playthrough last year.
Oh. I forgot about that.
It's really good.
Yeah, so yeah, this is just room after room of enemies, and it sure is that and nothing else. So, yeah, D.
I pretty uncontroversial, I should say.
Then we have the unnecessary Kokiri Forest Music Dungeon. This is
also pretty tricky if you're not good at fighting Dark Knights.
This one, shut up.
This one at least has difficulty options because you can go get the white sword, or like secret clubs, or
yeah, I suppose so. Oh, the screen's like a fat H. It's hilarious. So yeah, let's see here. So this one, this level's a little weird because you go in, you get an item, and then you have to leave and come back. Because you come in, you can do this, go around. There's a secret here that gives you the bracelet, I think. Yeah, bracelet 2. What the fuck? Okay.
That's because bracelet 1 is a thing added. Like, it's stupid. The 192 bracelet and bracelet 2 are the modern bracelet 2 and 3. And there's a bracelet 1.
Good.
I don't know why, but yeah.
Right then. Anyway, so yeah, you get that, and then it's like there's a shortcut out. You leave. You have to go get the bow. You hopefully already bought the arrows from the shop. Come back, and then just kind of more of the same.
This one at least has some navigation to it. It's not just a straight line.
Yeah, I'd say this one is better.
Some optional stuff. Yeah, this one, honestly, all things considered, pretty good.
It's not good enough to call it an A tier, but it's definitely the best of the 3.
Level 4's going straight to fucking D tier. Maybe C.
Probably, like...
It's barely a level.
It's 12 screens, and of the 12 screens, 4 of them are the dungeon entrance screen.
Yup. One of them is a Triforce room.
Yeah, you got a Triforce room, you have the obligatory boss room. So what else do you have? We've got...
Enemies.
More enemies. Give cheese. Enemies.
Can you cross the water?
And also enemies. Enemies. Boss. That's the level. So yeah. So yeah, the entire purpose of this one was it was my first foray into the commonly used trope of mine of just having a dungeon with like multiple entrances or like segments.
It would have been fine if each section was just
not shit. Yeah. It gets like...
We kind of revisited this in level 8 and BA2, except in that one the multiple entrances are basically pointless because you can just enter from any one of them and get everything.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have them, but you don't really need them, I guess. Yeah, this one's... It's a D. I'd say it's better than White Sword Dungeon, but not by a lot. The one thing it has going for it is the multiple entrances gimmick, but it's not interesting enough to make it not a D tier.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here's Megadeth, a Tout Le Monde.
Yeah.
do 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 do.
Bad taste in combo is good. Oh, good taste in combo is bad taste in music.
Yes. So this is a fucking weird one.
I kind of like level 5.
I do too, but it's so shitty. So this is the one where like almost every screen has multiple doors, and like all but one of them are just japes that send you back to the beginning. And
Yeah,
so
there's
it's
no way
like,
to know until you get the map, which is a few screens in.
yeah, so it's like you have to just, you have to know to keep going straight here, and then you get the map, and at this point it's easier, but it's still not guaranteed. Because, like, you go to this screen, there's an Aquamentus on the right. You don't actually go right, though. You have to go down, and then...
Down again.
Is it down again? Fuck, I don't even remember.
It is.
Nice bombable wall leading into a shutter door. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
then...
you go right.
Yeah, here's just the fucking beginner's trap that... It looks like an item seller or something. Nope, sends you back to the beginning. Here's push the floor tile and receive bacon. This is where you get the wand.
Yeah, because on your old screen you couldn't tell the difference between the tiles, right?
Yeah. Then you get a piece of cheese here, and it doesn't come into play at all. There's secret to the left where you get the book, which you'll need later. Here's a bigger sack of bombs. And it's like, oh no, we've reached the end, and the Triforce is gone, oh my god. And then you go through the wall again, and there it is. Points...
I am fond of the level, but it's...
See, that's the thing. It's points for creativity,
I guess.
but god, it's a dick move. Like, I don't know how to rate that. Because... Like, honestly, I think the positives and negatives cancel it out into just being a mid-tier level. But I want to, like, rate it higher than that.
Are we doing bottom of B then, maybe? Or top of C?
Honestly, I mean, that's the thing. I think it's better than these, because it's at least more noteworthy.
I don't think so.
No?
No. In terms of... It depends on what we're rating it on, but, like, I think the experience of playing through the dungeon is, like, a little funny, especially if you know what you're doing. If you have no idea what you're doing, it's just kind of annoying. I don't think it would be a more fun experience than the others.
Yeah, it's fair enough. It's... Yeah, I guess I have to look at, like, the thing is, you know, I'm partially
from very unique perspective.
Yeah, I'm wanting to rate these from the perspective of, like, yeah, like how much fun I had designing them or replaying them. And in that sense, I like this one, and I think I might have to actually use that as my rating system here and not care about what the player thinks. So I'm actually going to call it a... oh, God, no.
Don't put it in A. It's not a good level. There are plenty of good levels. That's not one of them.
Yeah, we might have to redistribute these at some point, because I'm starting to rethink if these are actually kind of B.
Maybe level 1 is C, yeah. We can resort later. Okay.
Well, I might change that again later, but yeah.
Okay.
End of song. Oh, what? You don't have the 2 screens of blackness with the SMB1 underground music?
Well, no, it's not a dungeon.
Beach on the beach, on the beach, on the beach. Alright, so yeah, level 6. This one is just fucking stupid.
I barely remember this one.
So, yeah, and this one, like... I'm trying to think, like, because, like, in BA1, you have... Can I pull up the full map in this?
Yes. That would be under View. No, View on the top tab. View map.
Ah, here we go.
And set it to full.
This is fine. But yeah, so it's like, you know, you got this world map where kind of everything is, like, one large chunk up to a certain point, and then as soon as you go through the warp in the, like... tree in the upper right there, you just start getting into this long-ass series of...
the overworld like, becomes linear, and you just have to, like, beat each dungeon to progress.
Yeah, so...
It happens with 6 and 7, but it's still enough to be annoying.
Right, and so, yeah, you end up in level 6 eventually, and it's just... It's fine. Let me see, let's see how we... Oh, nice loop. So in this room you get the compass, which, you know, normally wouldn't matter. In this dungeon it almost kind of does, but not really. Pie. This is just establishing that pie is a thing.
It comes up one other time.
Yep, this is a, force you to go around room. That's its only purpose. Here's some shitty Armosas that look like bees.
I like the bee Armos.
Which introduces, like, the secret order of the temple, which is just always the middle left, yeah. Except here, apparently, it was... Oh, no, it was middle left here.
Yeah. Did you say that was an accident?
Yes. Just loop around. Yeah, that takes you some fucking where. I guess here. There's some point where if you go back in a staircase, it, like, screws you over because I didn't set the return point correctly.
Oh, I see.
Here's Phi. You gotta push that and make it say Pi. Oh.
You could, except you could also push it down to make it say nothing.
Yes. Here's me getting cute with the dungeon, like the cellar entrance.
Yes.
I don't know what the hell this shit is. Awkward forced use of wand. Here's a dig dogger. You get up here. Oh my god, where's the Triforce? You go through the right wall. There it is. I also skipped a section of the dungeon, and it was so interesting, too.
Yeah, it's like an optional set of rooms for,
potions, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the stupid black area. Okay, so... it's fine.
I feel like by level 6, it kind of needs a little more going for it. It's a little too simple.
It's, like... there, I guess. I'd say it's more fun than 1 and 2, but it's not good.
Probably. Okay. I'm happy with that.
Here's, my favorite, Labyrinth Zone. Alright, so... level 7. This is the point where we get to a rectangle, another rectangle, and a square. Except this is the dungeon that starts out as a lowercase h, and then...
it turns out to be a capital H, and then it turns out it's a rectangle.
Yeah, so, hold on, let's revisit the progression of this one, because this is after you've gone through the forest of crappiness. Yeah. So, now you've already seen the best that the game has to offer. You go up, I have a strange need for cheese, okay? I got one from level 5, that's fine. Go up, I have a strange need for cheese. What the fuck? And you leave, and then it just warps you to some other screen where you get one, and then you come back. You come in here, and what is it? It's, the strings in this are the best. Shit, where is it? I don't see where it is. I'm sure I'm just looking over it, but it's just like...
I can't see the text very well.
Oh, here we go. The H of this dungeon is actually capital. Ah, I'm on fire! And then later on, yeah, you have... Actually, this dungeon is a rectangle, but that matters not. I have herpes. And then... Oh, happy day for you, my Faja. My friend has herpes.
And we've determined that... Oh, no, it's has herpes, because it's an extra ass.
Oh, good. I didn't even see that.
And we have dubbed the creature on the left Pronticulo, and it now has a new adoptive home inside my Final Fantasy XIV Adventurer plate.
I forgot you put that in there. Keep going down to get out, or something. My friend has herpes. Best dungeon. So yeah,
that's the highlight of the dungeon.
This is just the herpes dungeon. It's you just
H for herpes.
You come in here, and it's just this awkward ass room of rafting across the lava to get the key. You come up, and then it's like, what is this? Just a bunch. Oh no, this is a manhandla. Then there's an optional boss rush that just leads to the master sword or magic sword.
Magical sword.
Yeah, and then you come back, and then here's just. Yeah, here's the fucking 12-headed Gliok that you just have to fight, like, without assistance. Mm-hmm. And you get the Triforce, and it's like, okay, we're done. Nope. Now we're gonna just dump you into this series.
Down left from...
Okay. Yeah.
No, up.
Where the fuck is it? Here? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the best part of the dungeon, where you come out and you just have to find the tile to push. Or no, it's not even to put.
It's warp tile.
Yeah, find the stairs combo, And it's just... You do that a couple times, and then in this one, you have to stand here and use the whistle. Or no, I think you just use the whistle anywhere, and then you stand here. This one, you shoot the wall and then hit the button. And then this is the best one, where you push a floor tile to make a different tile turn into stairs.
Oh my god, it's so good.
This dungeon is fucking horrible. I love it.
The humor factor makes up for a lot of it.
It's the best one so far.
I think so, yeah.
It's like actively bad.
It's funny in its stupidity in the same way that level 5 is, without being annoying and sending you back to the start.
Oh god, but it's like, especially the ending section where it's just step on every tile and win a prize. It's so bad, but I love it. All right,
Yep.
so
Meaty change.
level 8. Okay, no, I'm being a little unfair. We're not going to immediately put it to bottom of D.
What's the level 8 meaty again?
It's Wicked Child.
Wicked Child. Okay.
I don't think it's getting out of D tier. It's probably better than level 4, but this level is horrible.
It's basically just a straight line, I think, with a couple of things, and it's mostly horrible puzzles.
So here's the thing about this level. Like, the map of it is just a checkerboard. So every...
Let me,
I mean, I'm showing it on screen.
No, I want to link you something else. You keep talking.
Okay, so yeah, every screen in this, when you go through a door, it's like a side warp that skips a screen on the map. And because of this, it's like... Most of the places are just one-directional. Like, it's fucking weird.
There's a lot of one And so for the wiki, for the interactive map, I actually rearranged the rooms into a way that made more sense.
I'm pulling that up right now. Yeah, let's actually...
In the middle part.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and look. This is Zoo Fest.
The middle section is where you come in, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you come in here, I forget what this guy says. It's some... I think he's like, this level is like bad and stuff, and cake.
Cake.
Yeah, see, block pushing puzzle. This is the guy who you have to pay money or a heart to progress, which is always a dick move. Here's the infamous you have to burn the map screen, which let me show how this one actually is set up, because that was the intended solution, but it's not the one that people are going to find, because the way that this screen works is these blocks blocking the map will go away when a secret is triggered. The secret that's meant to be triggered is burning the map. However, you can also just push this block, and I think that also gets rid of them. And the only reason that that's there is because when you get the map, it warps you to the center of this, and then you have to push the block to get out. So, like... A, the puzzle made no sense, and there was no hint towards it. And B, there was a much easier solution that was accidental. It's so fucking good. So you do that, you come up here, and I think it's another, like, you know, pay money to progress thing.
You can click on the little ditty and it'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah. So, you go left, you bomb this thing, and then you just go through this long-ass sequence of fucking empty rooms that just have 5 rupees and nothing else. Like, why?
God.
And
because you made the rest of the dungeon, and I assume you had all these blank spaces, didn't know what to do with them. You were just like,
yeah. So, yeah, you do that. Here's, like, a room where you solidify the water or something. You progress. Yeah. And... then we have push this unmarked tile in the middle to get the red candle. Here's can you find the right tree?
Oh yeah, and you can just go past. You can like go into the next room and just miss your chance, right?
Yes.
So you have to go.
Well, I think the staircase takes you back.
Oh right, yeah.
What is this screen again? Yeah, there's just. You have to release the trap to get the key. And then, possibly even better than the burn the map screen, is this one where you, like, you can just progress to the boss here, and which is just a clusterfuck. It's let me find it. I don't know where
it is. An 8-headed Gleeok, 2 manhandlers, and 4 Dodongas.
Christ. So yeah, you can just do that and leave, or you can somehow know to play the whistle in here, and then that, like, gets rid of a block to go down and get the magic key, which is mandatory. So if you didn't know to do that, then you're coming back into this dungeon later to get it. So, you know, I've been inconsistent with, do I care about the player's experience when rating these? And
I can't imagine this one was that interesting to make either, though.
No, it's not. This level fucking sucks.
Top of D is fine. It's at least got more content. It's got more stuff in it than 4 and White Sword, but... I
kind of hate it more than level 4.
Oh,
like,
really?
level 4 is boring, but at least it's not actively bad.
Fair.
It's really bad.
Barely exists, though. What's worse, you know, a dungeon that sucks, or a dungeon that's barely even a dungeon to begin with?
I guess. It's a hard call. I'll put it top of D, but I hate level 8 so much. There's a running trend of level 8 always being the worst dungeon in my games, and I guess this is proving that wrong, but...
Is that true? I'm trying to think. Definitely not true in BA2. And in Mitch, in Mitch, I'm trying to think. Like,
I hate level 8 in Mitch. It's really bad. So... Anyway, level 9, let me get the music up for it. This one, I would argue, is a good level.
Yeah.
What the hell is this MIDI instrument? That's not how it sounds.
This one is actually a dungeon. It basically just does the same thing as the... What's wrong with it? Oh, does it have like an intro? Is that the problem?
Well, no, it's just... the... It's like a different instrument than I'm used to.
Oh, yeah, that's
anyway,
Windows Media Player.
So, yeah, this one's like actually kind of a good level. It's not S tier, but it's better than anything else.
Yeah.
This one has like...
It does the same thing as Zelda 1, where it's just you go around and collect information and resources. And
yeah, there's a lot of locked doors.
It's like a maze. You have to actually find what you're supposed to do.
There's a lot of locked doors that require the magic key from the previous level, which sucks, but, I mean, assuming you have that, you just kind of explore around. There's lots of hidden money, and each section has, like, a hint room. I don't remember where it is in this... Oh, yeah, the first one doesn't have a hint room. But, it's split into 4 quarters, and each one, you just kind of go around and you find a dude that gives you a hint. There are sections where you get the red ring and the silver arrow. There's some... I'm trying to think here. The first section doesn't really have a theme. It's just kind of whatever. The second one is honestly more of the same. The third one is a boss rush.
Yeah.
And then the fourth one is like weird puzzles. This
level's actually kind of fun and cool.
Yeah, it was a solid attempt. And yeah, the hints all basically direct you to go to the useless staircase.
Yeah, because if you're not paying attention, you might not notice that this isn't a real passageway.
Yeah, and then you do some stuff here, get to the boss fight, beat Ganon, beat the game. So, I don't think anyone's going to debate that this is the best one in the game.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So now we have the HADHAD quest, and I remember nothing of this fucking quest. Oops, did not mean to... Oh.
Oh. Ibuprofen.
For the record, since those videos aren't public yet, Among Us is not the password to this quest. It's just a universal password that opens anything in this particular version of ZQuest.
You actually don't even remember what the password is to this quest, do you?
No. But thanks to that, we now know... Where do you find cheat codes in this? Z-info?
Init data, I think? Maybe?
Let me see.
No... Shit.
Anyways, I know there's Chestnut. There's To the Limit.
Options.
Where's options?
Very top one. Is it not? Oh, fuck me. God, I don't know then.
Where the hell do they put stuff in Modern Sequest? God damn it.
Uh...
It doesn't matter, I guess, but... Misc data... No. Whatever. But I know that one of them is a Jahaphalablojcogcephalosaurus.
Yeah.
So... Oh boy. Here's the thing. I would be shocked if any of these make it out of C tier. I'm guessing maybe, like, one of them might be in C. They're almost all going to be D. The thing is, I don't remember any of them. So...
They're really bad and unmemorable.
So let me pull up the MIDI here. We have Final Fantasy Legend 2, The Talon.
3.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like an airship that you have in that game, from what
Alright, where even is the dungeon? I like how there's only 2 maps in this game, and they're not even full.
Yep.
Okay, you come in. So let's see what we do here. You go in here. This is enemies. Push the statue, I guess. I don't actually know. Get the ladder, apparently. There's a map.
Oh, it is quest. It is options. Sorry.
Okay, hold on.
Options in the first tab, and then there's a cheats button.
Oh, I see. Yep. To the Limit, L is Real 2042, Jahaphalablojcogcephalosaurus.
Chestnut.
Yeah. Good sheets. Good shit. Can you cross the thing? Did you get the ladder?
Oh.
Then...
I say we should probably hurry through these a little, because we're not going to find anything interesting to talk about.
Yeah, I know.
Combing through them.
This one is inoffensive.
Yeah.
It's
like BA1 level 1.
Yeah.
But a little worse.
Okay. So, enough of this stupid MIDI. Castlevania Heart of Fire apparently is level 2.
Let me double check them. Yep.
Alright, what do we got here?
I was the one that's like...
Yes. I don't know what the strings here are.
I'll find
If I had a nickel for every person who found me, I would have 1 nickel.
What? I don't remember that string.
I don't either. Here's feed me, damn it. Yo, dog, I was just chilling when this dope item dropped into my crib.
As I lowered my cholesterol.
I'm cooking up a souffle. Here it is. Best string in the game. God. I don't know what the string here is.
Hit R.
The path to righteousness. Okay, so that's a maze path.
Oh, that's right. This is the one where you use a key to get information.
Hold on.
Just reload.
What the fuck is this?
You can reveal a staircase here that leads to a basement containing the power bracelet.
I see. Here's the maze path, I guess. What the fuck? Does this just put you through a wall?
It teleports you down and to the right. Down again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just non-Euclidean for no reason.
Oh my god. How do I side warp? There it is. Man, what the fuck is this dungeon shape?
He fit it around level 1, but then just didn't want to actually use the proper room order. Like...
Alright, fine. It's...
Yeah, it's bad.
Kinda. I'm trying to think, is it actually better than these? Because, you know, there's not very stiff competition here. But... Oh, God. It doesn't have 12 rooms of nothing, like level 8 in BA1 does. So I'm going to use that as an excuse to rate it higher.
Okay.
I might change my mind in a couple hours. We'll see. Alright, now here we have Link's Awakening Owl. Is this the one with the fucking secret that you're forced to find?
Yes.
Oh god, yeah, okay, so you go in, enemies give you compass.
It's this room.
Pretty Is sure. It?
Press F. Oh, maybe not.
I think it was a dead end. Does this room have anything in it? The door is locked, but
oh, never mind. It's the one down into the left.
Push that to...
Which down? Yeah, down from here. What's this?
Ah, okay. Yeah, this room just has... What is it? Oh yeah, just an unmarked pushable tile that makes a staircase appear that you have to go through to get to the only super bomb shop in the game, which is required.
Yep.
Absolutely no indication that it's here.
No.
Yeah, so basically, you know, you go through here, you go do whatever it is that you do in here, pass through this room, you know, just continue the dungeon. Nice heart. Is this is this the one that ripped off BA1 level 7? Hold on.
It might be.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's just, yep, that again. What's the puzzle here? Oh, it's just kill enemies, probably. Sure.
Oh, no, go back to that one and, hit W. The bottom water is just randomly unwalkable.
Okay.
Or uncrossable.
I'm a fan. Does that even matter?
No.
Oh, no. This one down here. Yeah, you just go over here, it's like, oh, no, and then you go around. Alright.
So stupid. I highly recommend watching the stream that Josh did.
It's pretty good.
We had a great time.
And then Gliok, and then, yeah, okay. So... You know, I'm starting to feel bad now for rating BA1 level 7 so highly when I only rated it that high because of how stupid it is, when these dungeons are also stupid.
Well, these are stupid in an annoying way, and BA1 level 7 is stupid in a funny way.
Yeah, this
one is subjective, but...
This one has the fucking room that you're forced to find the staircase in to progress later in the game. Yeah. Because you can beat the dungeon without doing that, and then you'll have no idea where you missed the super bombs. So,
that's exactly what happened to me in my playthrough.
Yeah. See, that's the problem. It could go either way. It's like, you know, this is either, like, you know, somewhere C-ish, or it's just the worst in the series. I think I'm going with that.
It's not worse than the White Sword dungeon in level 4, right?
Well, I mean, it's fucking offensive to me, but...
It is kind of offensive, yeah.
God, I don't know, it's... I'm thinking, do I... At least, you know, level 4 is fucking useless. It's so hard to rate these. Like, how do you rate different levels of shit? When are we gonna get an S tier? Certainly not in HADHAD, but, oh god, it's... I don't want to spend ages thinking about it. I'm putting it here.
Okay, go with your gut.
I mean, my gut says put it at the very bottom.
Okay.
It fucking deserves it. Do you remember when the hookshot dungeon comes in? Is that between, like, 4 and 5?
It's between 5 and 6.
Okay, so we'll do it then. Alright, level 4 is Wicked Child again.
Yep.
But it's
a more different meaty.
Yeah, alright, let's see. This is the one that spells out high. Where do you come in here?
This one's okay. It, like...
Where's the fucking entrance?
The top left.
Okay.
This one's, like, okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay puzzles. You know, there's a little bit of figuring stuff out. It's not horrible.
I like this screen.
Okay, when I say not horrible, I'm saying, you know, relatively. I would hang out with this guy.
By comparison.
Relatively. By comparison.
Hi. Wait, what do you mean? What is this door lead to? Oh, fuck off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm a fan of this screen. No secrets here either. It's just...
No. Just walk.
What is this avoid the spikes with, like, slow tiles or something?
I don't think there's any spikes. I think it's just... You just go down there and you just waste your time.
Okay. Okay, this one's at least kind of funny. This is probably the best one so far. I would put it...
I would agree. Maybe around my level... Oh, not even that high, huh? It's better than level 6. What does BA1 level 6 have going for it?
That's true.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I can give it that much. Here's
Alright, not bad, HADHAD.
Ballad of the Windfish.
Oh boy.
The fuck is the dungeon shape?
It's the weird peach.
Oh,
thing.
oh god. Okay.
Yep.
I think this is supposed to be like the glitch dungeon, but you know, it's barely different from the rest of the game. Was this after the section that was supposed to be the Forest of Crappiness, but just kind of wasn't?
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on, let me find where this connects to. We gotta get further context for this. No, not...
F11?
Yeah. Ah, yes, just diarrhea screen.
Go down again? Yeah, here's pi, because it was originally supposed to have, like, the message spelled out with the letter blocks, and you couldn't be bothered to recreate it in the new tile set.
Yeah. I like diarrhea screen.
I had to make a fucking, like, guide to navigating this thing for the wiki.
Okay, it just leads to itself if you go in a cave.
Yep.
God. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Falling boulders while you go through a velvet rope.
Classic.
Here's,
I like this one. Here's unmarked armors and cut bushes.
Ah, yes. Okay, so the bottom row and top row... Are these Armoses?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're forced to take damage because you're touching them from below. But the middle row you just cut. I like that. This is just a million statues shooting at you, I assume?
Maybe. Don't know how you check that.
I could look at enemy flags. I don't know if I really care that much. Here's just a Gliok, apparently. I don't fucking know.
I don't have any notes about that room, but I guess I don't usually mock shooting statues or whatever.
Does this room have a point?
This one, you just walk through the wall at the top. I don't know if there's...
Okay. There's the flower, which is just the wand. And did we get the book already?
God, hang on.
I assume you must have. I'm just gonna move on. Do we have a string here? I'm cooking up a souffle. Ugh.
Oh, I think the book is outside.
Okay.
Somewhere. This room is fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Oh god, this one's a little funny, but mostly just...
What is this?
Dull and stupid. This is where the actual Triforce is.
Oh.
It's similar to that one in BA1, where it's like...
It's just the...
Oh, where's the Triforce? You get the key, you come in here, and the guy's like, oh, thanks, I locked myself in here. It's like, how?
Okay, hold on. This... So what's the deal with this key? Because it's...
You warp in there. Oh, no, never mind. No, that key is fake. No, that's right. The key is fake.
You can't get to
some
it.
stairs, and then the stairs take you to a basement with a real key.
Is this a whistle screen?
It might be.
Whatever. Alright, so...
Oh, no, it's just an unmarked warp tile.
Okay, my favorite. Alright, so, you know, points for humor still kind of sucks.
Got more going for it than level 1, I guess.
Yeah, it's... You know, it's a fucking eyesore, but that's the point, I guess. So, like... Oh, God.
It's like the Titaslav. It's supposed to be bad, so it's actually good.
Yeah, it's... I'm surprised I'm rating so many of these as highly as I am, but I'm gonna put it there.
I think that's fine.
I'm hesitant to call this better than that, but, like...
It's comparing shit.
Yeah, alright. Okay, hookshot dungeon. I don't even fucking remember this.
It's barely existent.
Alright, let's see what we got. Come in, nothing. Here's a bunch of enemies. Here's, presumably, statues firing. Or something. I don't know. Yeah, walk through wall. Not even a puzzle. Come up. More enemies. Oh, it's a manhandle and 2 Octoroks on crack. Good. And hookshot.
That's it.
Okay.
It's White Sword Dungeon, but... Well, no, because White Sword Dungeon was just enemies.
It's very slightly better than White Sword Dungeon, because it doesn't have a horrible color palette, and it actually has, like... You know, I can't call this a puzzle.
Figuring out that you can come down here is a single but of a puzzle.
Right. Okay.
Congratulations, Hookshot Dungeon, you're better than something.
That's kind of impressive. I still love how I have level 3 at the bottom. I already forgot what was wrong with this one.
There's the fucking super bomb thing. You were offended by it.
Okay. Hold on. Oops, that's the... Damn it, I always do this.
Yeah, same. Ooh.
Okay. Alright, so... Level 6 is, this is an interesting one, because...
No, it's not, it's a straight line.
Well, interesting in some sense.
It's interesting in that you get partway through the dungeon and you
get the Triforce piece, and then you just yeah, it just keeps going. So I'm not going to go screen by screen and check every single thing here, but let's at least see if there's anything of interest in any of these screens. I like this one. Oh, I forgot to change the music. Hold on, what was... Oh, here was Hookshot Dungeon is Flashman. No, it's fucking Pink Panther.
It's Flashman. It's in the style of Pink Panther.
I gotta...
And then we have a horrible fucking MIDI for level 6.
Yeah! Honestly, the MIDI might make it lose points.
I wouldn't blame you.
So... let me see, here we go. Yep, as I suspected. I like the single hearts, those are always my favorite. Push this, okay. Enemies.
A lot of it is just enemies. Oh, what is that? Was that a puzzle?
It was push the block. And also there were a million Wizrobes.
No, I meant the one with the weird spider webs.
I don't think it is. I don't know if there's anything in this room. There's no enemies. Oh, good.
That's it.
Here's, just bullshit bosses. Oh boy.
I mean, not that they're really a trouble at this point in the game, but...
Yep, here's just the Triforce piece in the middle of the dungeon.
I actually completely forgot. Level 4 actually just randomly has the Master Sword hidden in it early on. Which is kind of interesting. You can get it before the Magic Sword.
What the fuck? I don't even remember that from the stream. What's the string here? Okay. Nice empty, like, naked trees.
Do you have...
Is this the Giving Bush?
This is the Giving Bush.
Yep, okay. Giving Bush...
Giving Bush is worth 0.1 points.
Yeah, I mean, it gives this dungeon a couple points, so... Here's something, I'm sure. Shoot the wall with the arrow, okay.
You shoot it, and then you slash it, I think.
God, alright. That's not even a necessary fucking path, it just loops around anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the hell is this?
You just shoot the blocks and they swing around.
What if you shoot it... Oh, so if you shoot from this side, it won't work. Okay, that's... fine. Okay.
Fight some Moldholms to get the silver arrows.
Apparently. I said I wasn't going to go screen by screen, but I'm fascinated by this.
Oh yeah, then you get the fire boomerang, but it's completely useless.
Yes, and they draw attention to it, even though it's quite useless at this point. Yup. These are the magic flippers that turn you into some guy when you put them on. There's Ganon, and then there's the end of the game.
I'm fucking amazed that it turned out that the flipper secret actually was functional, because you were like convinced that you guys forgot to fix it, but no, you actually did make it work in the new version.
That is surprising. Alright, so... I'm trying to think, and this music is driving me insane. No. Okay, so level 6. We've got pros and cons. Cons, it's a straight line. It has a horrible song. Most of the screens are just really fight boring enemies. And pros, the Giving Bush. You know, some of the puzzles are kind of funny.
Some of the humor, like the random strings.
Yeah, so...
It's like, okay.
Is it better than level 4?
No, I don't think so. Personally.
No more looping. Okay.
I'd say it's just below level 4 for me.
I feel like it's probably the best one in the quest, but not by much.
Well, up to you. Certainly not in beta.
Okay, so I'm curious here, now that we just have these two quests in here, like, HADHAD is actually ranking higher than I thought it would. I thought it was just going to be universally at the bottom. And, now, it still didn't...
Just from the presence of a lot of really mediocre BA1 dungeons.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, it's like, I know the other quests are going to beat it, like, you know, rank a lot higher on here, but, I'm not surprised that it didn't make it into B. I am surprised that it made it into C at all, let alone having 4 of them.
Yeah, most of it's up in C.
Yeah, alright. I already fucking forgot what this one was. I'm like, what made this one so bad?
There was nothing to it.
Yeah. Wait, and it had weird-ass, like, connections that made no sense. So, alright. On we go to Mitch, which, is fine.
Actually has some good dungeons. I like Mitch. I would say I enjoy playing through it even outside of the ironic, like, this game is stupid element.
Yeah, it has its moments. Shit, stop. Okay. The fuck is... Okay. Stupid ass Fire Emblem MIDI. So, this dungeon is shaped like a cake. That gives it points right there. No, not really.
I always thought it was shaped like a ring with like a really tall gemstone coming off of it.
This one suffers from the same problem that a lot of things in Mitch suffer from, in that it's way too fucking hard. But it's kind of got some sort of an interesting progression to it.
It's got an interesting shape. You gotta, there's probably gotta backtrack, yeah, if you come back here with the candle, you can get a boomerang.
Where's that put you? It's like, hold on, where does this go?
Just to the right, I think.
All the way over here.
Oh,
okay,
no.
And then, yeah, then you go down to get the candle, I think? Right, and then you go back.
And you go back.
And
then if you go back to the Warriors.
Middle, and then...
It's got a couple hidden rooms. Not bad. Better than BA1's level 1.
Yeah, it's solid. So let's see. I feel like my standards are already skewed, because looking at level 3 from BA1 being in the B tier, I kind of disagree with this. I would put it top of C.
Should we maybe split C into C and D and rename D to F?
That might not be a bad idea. Let me do that real quick. Offends me on a personal level is the best here.
Yes.
Stop.
Pop.
Alright, let's see. Let me put this one back up here for now.
I think level 5 is like a.
I already don't remember what this one. Oh no!
The
the horrible glitch dungeon. Yeah. Okay. 6 is
like tolerable. It's.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. I think I can live with this.
Okay. There you go.
All right. So Mitch level 1.
Mitch is probably comfortably gonna sit between C and A, I think.
Probably. I'm already feeling like this is probably top of C. It's better than the fucking HADHAD levels.
It's contentious between this one and 3.
Yeah.
Nah, it's better than 3. Who am I kidding?
Yeah, this one's like honestly, I'm almost tempted to put it in low B, but it's
not that good.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can go.
All right, so groovy consequences.
Yes.
So now we have the forest dungeon, which is this one has probably the funniest part in the entire game, which is just you come over here, try to get the ladder, and it just fucking teleports you back to the doorway until you get it from the right angle, and then Link holds it for like a frame and then warps again. And
with no sound effect.
Yeah, and then you come down here, key,
probably
just get shot and die. Yeah, it's so fucking good.
I think I had a uniquely funny experience with this. Like, I'm not sure everyone would experience it the same way.
I don't think we had this in level 1, but if we didn't, then this is the introduction of "Can you solve my invisible maze?"
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of that.
Yeah.
This dungeon has these rooms that people fucking hate, where there's statues shooting at you, and you have to find the one to push.
Yeah. That's not that bad though. That's like, can you find a way to quickly push all the statues while dodging fireballs? That is a fine challenge.
Yeah, it's not. It's like it teeters between being a dick move and being like a legitimate puzzle.
You can pause if you need to and think about it. It's not that dick move.
Well, there's nothing to think about. It's just, you know, trying shit while hoping to not get hit.
Well, there kind of is, because you have to think about how you want to route it. You know.
I guess. This is, can you solve my invisible maze? Here's just the room that makes you slow for no reason at all.
God.
Come over here, so, can you find the invisible Harmoses?
Yeah, the full Armos.
Why the hell is combo number 4 the Armos? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it would be way later in the list. Then, yeah, the rest of it's fairly normal.
Because it's early in BA1.
And then you fight a Gleeok that you are probably not equipped to handle and may have to come back to the dungeon later. So, I like this one. It's got really funny parts in it, but it's, like, kinda in some other ways.
It's probably a new top of C.
Oh, are we calling this better than 1? I thought that the, invisible mazes and difficulty spike might actually rate it lower.
That's fine then.
It's, yeah. I'm, like, constantly having to compare everything to BA1 level 3, and that level is so fucking milquetoast that it's, like, hard to think how I compare it to things. Like, that one, it's, like, this one is just competent. I'd say this one is the, like, it's a step above... It's a step above a Zelda 1 dungeon in the sense that it's not just enter room, fight enemy, push, block.
Yeah.
But it's not very interesting otherwise.
Right.
Like... So, yeah, I think that's fair. Now we have the TNT detonator dungeon.
Yep.
Which,
Yep.
oh, there's our... Yup. Our favorite sign. The sign that is implied to tell you that the ice damages you. I still stand by this.
And I still call bullshit.
This one has some weird-ass non-Euclidean stuff going on. There's a part where, like, you're going down a few screens and you just skip over a screen at one point and you have to know to go back up. But it's a dick move, though, because you do it, and then this is the room that, like, gives you... Do you get the bait here? It's...
No, the guy tells you you'll need bait in the next dungeon. Or no, in the next dungeon, later in this dungeon, I think.
Does he?
I don't remember, let me... Because he says, I'm chill now, but later on...
Well, here's the bait.
I think you do bring that to level 4.
Okay, now, I think... let's see, you go down here, is this a side warp? Yeah, okay, so yeah, here's the thing, it's like, I'm gonna need bait the next time you see me. Then you progress through, and then, yeah, then there's a point where it skips the screen. And you have to know to go back up to reach it. And it doesn't come into play until level 4, so that's pretty shitty, but you might notice it if you're looking at the map. This screen is just fucking stupid.
In a worst case scenario, you could beat the whole dungeon, and then, you know, go all the way to level 4. Oh, I need some meat. Where the fuck did I miss it?
It's honestly, that's not very far away from the offends me on a personal level super bomb thing, but it's
it's not enough to ruin the dungeon. I think though it's got some cool stuff otherwise.
At least it's marked on the map.
Yeah.
I'm trying to justify it and struggling a little bit, but that's what I'm going with. So remember the screen we made fun of in HADHAD where there was just the water that was randomly solid? Here's that screen again, where it's just...
Mitch is full of that shit.
Yeah. Mitch has absolutely no respect for the player at any point. This is, like, in this screen, you think you can go around to the left? Nope, solid block. How do you get the map? Oh, you know, you push these blocks down and then push this one down, and go right into a staircase to get it, and... It's fucking hell. What is this? Just bombs or something? Yeah.
Bombs.
So, that stupidness aside, you know, here's can you use the arrow? Which you had to buy from the shop, so here's just a hard check that you had to spend 250 rupees. Then we have...
on second thought, this one's actually not that good.
I like this dungeon, but I don't know why. It is kind of bad. Like,
I like how it loops around.
I can't really rate it that highly, even though I still kind of like it anyway, but yeah. So, because, you know, you go through all that shit, oh, here's a manhandle, oh shit, you died. Time to go through it all again.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, can you solve my invisible maze?
While there's a fucking blue whiz robe.
I forgot about the blue... Yeah, the blue whiz robe is carrying the Herpes. God. This is a good screen. This is the one where there's just a stair combo in front of the door that just resets you until you push the block first.
Yes.
I think this one's just... Yeah, it just... Is this for a heart piece?
I think so.
Or rupees, apparently.
Oh.
Okay.
Even better.
And then you loop around, you use the boots to get over here, or beat the boss. Okay, so... Oh boy, what do I put... Where do I put this?
Better or worse than BA1 Milk Toast?
It's more interesting than it, but it's...
Got some pretty stupid... If it was just the arrow thing, or just the bait thing, that would be one thing, but combined, that's kind of...
Yeah, this is... I'm thinking this is going in D. It might be top of D. It's...
That's it feels weird to put it that way.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah, I think I'm going with that. It's... I would definitely call it worse than the shitty Marble Zone level, but... Yeah. Honestly, it's interesting how, you know, BA1 level 3 and Mitch level 3 kind of have a similar thing going on, where it's like you have to have an item that you got somewhere else, and there's like a little bit of a shortcut type of thing going on in it, but yeah, this one is kind of...
You don't have to go very far in BA1, though, assuming you got the arrows already.
I think I'm sticking with that.
Okay.
So, Level 4 is fine. Why is this MIDI so fucking quiet?
I actually like level 4. It's probably the best one so far.
So yeah, this is the lava dungeon. It's not having a lot of lava in it for the lava dungeon, but yeah, it's the one in the desert at least. Here's the part where it's like, I hope you got that meat from earlier. Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
And then here's the one that's like, oh, by the way, pay 50 rupees. Ho, ho, ho.
Since we're holding the bait thing against 3, we shouldn't hold it against 4.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at these screens, and I think these are... You know, there's not much to say about most of these. This one is, you shoot the eyeball, and then the floor just says, Ocarina question mark? And it's a hint that that's the way to get back. But I think you wouldn't have it yet. You have to go through here, and then it takes you through a little underground passage. Kind of here. And then here's, you know, yet another instance of marching Mild's fort, of just pick a direction. There's a really fucking stupid secret in here somewhere. Is it? Yeah. This one, you push the block on the left, and it turns this into a tree, but you can't burn it. You have to leave and come back and burn it before having pushed the block for it to work. And then you get, like, a heart pace or something. Yeah.
I like that puzzle.
This just, yeah, bomb the floor tile that looks weird. And then we have this room, which is, I don't know if this inspired the Mirror Shield room in HADHAD or if it was the other way around, but it's very similar.
Is this one invisible maze, or is it just walk up to the...
It's just walk up to it. I think this dungeon actually avoids stupid invisible mazes.
Yeah.
Which might make it the best dungeon in the game. It almost has it here. Because here's just, like, there's random solidity issues.
Yeah. Check the flag, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Oh, I didn't realize this MIDI had the ice side in it. Huh.
Yep.
Alright. But yeah, so then you do all that, and then eventually you realize you have to come back and use the raft here, and then, yeah. So. Oh yeah, what's the deal with this? Hold on. Ah, yes. The Triforce is just in a totally different place in the map because I wanted to have screen 0, 0 be, yeah, be like the catch you if a, like, warp bug happened. I forget.
Continue bug.
Yeah. So, whatever. Yeah, this one was pretty solid.
The one? Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, consider its contemporaries up here. Like, you might think, 4 is good, but it's not B tier good. But then you look at fucking BA1 level 7. It's like,
yeah,
okay, maybe
it's... Honestly, I mean, this level isn't amazing, but I'm almost tempted to put it in A, because there's nothing really... Well...
There's nothing wrong with it.
There isn't anything wrong with it. It's not, like, incredible, though. I think it's fine at top of B.
Okay.
It's a solid level.
Yeah.
So, oh wait. Did not mean to get that
Level
one.
5 has 2 meteors.
Yeah, I'll maybe switch it partway through. So, I think this is gonna definitely be an A tier. This is one of my favorite dungeons.
I would agree. I think it's good and better than 4, so, yeah.
So, this is the one that you, first of all, it has an interesting entrance, because you get sucked into the whirlpool. The very square whirlpool, but shut up. You got a little bit of, okay, I guess you don't have a ton of options at the beginning, but yeah, it's like, yeah, you have to go through some shit. Here's... I hate when I'm, like, proving myself wrong here, because I'm immediately seeing this, and it's like, what's the puzzle here? It's pick the right raft, or otherwise get fucked by the unmarked stairs combo. But it's like, it's not.
I mean, every
bad.
dungeon in this game has some bullshit.
Yeah, so you do that. Is this a key?
The one thing I'll say about you know
There's
the dungeons in Mitch is like they have concepts. They're still basically just room by room, you know, solve puzzles defeat enemies, do stupid bullshit. But
Yeah.
this is, you can tell this is a water dungeon. What the
Right.
hell are any of the themings for BA1's dungeons? Nothing. Except
Other
for
than
age.
the forest one, yeah.
And age.
Yeah, let's see, we got the Herpes dungeon, the forest dungeon, the fuck you dungeon. Just... Actually, there's 2 different fuck you dungeons. But anyway, yeah, go down, here's Octorok and Crack, fight this thing. Then...
And then the dungeon kind of opens up and you got a few different options, which is...
Yeah, and you don't have the hammer to deal with these yet. And then we go into the second half, which is the underwater section, which is kind of lame. This one's room by room, fight a bunch of enemies and move around slowly.
But it's cool. It's cool because it sells you on the concept. It's like, okay, so we're in like a watery place, but now we're properly going underwater in it. You know, if you had layers, you would have been able to put like a thing over the top. Unfortunately,
yeah,
stick for just slow walk.
My graphics here are a little lacking, but
they're a little bit 90s edutainment gamey.
I love these shitty little anemone things. Like, people can't even tell what those are supposed to be. But yeah, you go through all that, and then and
then you leave, and you gotta go get a thing in the overworld nearby.
Yep.
And it's like,
and then you go back in.
It rewards. It explores rewarding, and then you go back, and it's cool.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
This is a good level. Is it better than BA1 level 9?
No.
Yeah.
It's not that complex. It's very solid. That's that's high praise for some of these early game dungeons.
Right. All right. So now we get Forest Maze, which is in this map. This one just looks like a ladder. This one's fucking weird. So. This is like just the other forest dungeon, except it doesn't really have that much of a theme.
It's more of an illusion dungeon.
Yeah, so the first screen establishes, this is the map of the place, and here's where stuff is hidden. Then
honestly, you don't really need this because it's pretty linear anyway, as it turns out.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird crap, like... Oh, yeah, this one just tells you go... Yeah, you can't actually open that door. If you activate a secret on here, it tells you to go left and back up. There's a lot of these, like, generic-ass staircases in the dungeon. Here's another good one, which is just,
slow floor and then a warp tile.
Yeah, you go across this... There's a million statues shooting at you while you're walking slowly. You get to the very end, and then just... Doop, and you have to do it again and, like, go, halfway across to get the Herpes.
It's so stupid.
It's really dumb. There's another forced... Okay. Did you know this was a thing?
G?
This is Tilde.
Oh. I knew there was a grid, I didn't know how to activate it.
Anyway. Yeah, forced pay money room, not a fan. I don't know why I had so many of those. It's just kind of... Is this one being carried by a Wizrobe, I think?
Yeah,
and then... Go back...
There are a few instances where you have to... There are, like, actual puzzles in this dungeon, and not just push against random blocks and tiles. You do have to figure some stuff out. So it's like, okay.
Can you solve my invisible maze?
Oh no! This time with looping mechanics.
Yes, and an unmarked stairs combo that I think has a heart piece. No? Hold on.
It takes you up.
Oh, yeah, it warps you to the top half. Okay. God, what the fuck? Here's just, pushable floor tile between 2 blocks, which gives you heart piece.
You don't shoot the ice switch there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And this one's fine because it's telling you to leave the lens. So.
Yeah, you have to you have the lens by this point, so right.
Yes.
Boomerang. And then, what is this screen? Is there a message string here? It's just... Oh, you finally get the map, yeah. This room is just some stupid shit.
Yep.
I don't know, whatever. And then this one tells you the directions if you use the lens and you get out. So it's a little trolly, but it's not as bullshit as BA1 level 5.
Yeah.
So at the very least, it's going to be higher than that. I would say,
level 7.
yeah. I feel like it's almost more fun than the desert one, but it's a little on the cryptic side.
I think this is fine.
I'm thinking it's like, because it's at the end of the day, it's all just my opinion, and I think level 4 is solid, but it's just, you know, it does its job okay, but it doesn't do anything outstanding with it. Level 6 is a little stupid in some places, but it's like kind of fun. I'm actually going to put this one higher.
Okay.
I'm almost tempted to put it bottom of A.
Nah. If you want, I guess, but I wouldn't.
Okay. So, next we get the first proper glitch dungeon.
Yep.
Which is just fucking fantastic.
I like this place.
So let's revisit what we have in here. Here's just a bunch of enemies. You fight them, you push the block, you appear here, and you're surrounded by a ring of invisible stairs, which you have to, like, navigate. I think if you, like, stand halfway between them, you can like, get rid of the Armos or something. I don't remember.
Except it doesn't work in later versions, so...
Yeah, I had to
this room.
Yeah, I think if you go in the stairs, what does it do? It sends you back to the beginning. Oh, it sends you back here, yeah.
But the door leads to a cellar.
Yes, forgot about that. Which is Herpes, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have two options. Left is kind of not where you want to be going, but you wouldn't know that yet. You can't deal with this yet. Here's hooray! Tingle is finally a fairy. Buy my map, goddammit! Which offended people.
Yes. I assume the creator of this must have been really young.
Yes. I like this part where you're in a field, you just get a rupee, you come up here, it's like, okay. Other girls be like, funny face. And then you go back, and then just now there's a penguin.
To the penguin.
Yeah. Also, in this screen, they give you a dust pile, I think.
Yeah.
Here's the penguin that you slash, and it turns into a Pikachu, and you get the guitar.
That shoots dolphins, that,
Yes.
if you have a donut, the dolphins set things on fire.
And then you go back up, and it takes you here, and then you go left, and this loops you back to the beginning. Then you do this shit. Nice screen. This water can't be reached. Yeah, it's just... there's the stupid donut, or bagel, or whatever the hell it is. Which, how do you reach it? Oh, you know, just in unmarked stairs combo, as usual.
Of course.
Why would it be anything else? Yeah, then you leave and go through all that shit again, go through here. Does this warp you? Oh, back to Penguin Room, you use the key.
Use the key, yeah.
Then, I think this is, yeah, just Dongos and... This is another forced use of wand. I don't know why I felt the need to have another one. I think these are just glitchy looking bosses. It's just a Manhandle and a Gleeok that have, like, the wrong C-set somehow. And then it's just, oh, no. No Triforce. Sorry.
Yep.
Fuck you. And then you leave.
Yeah, as soon as you have the wand and donut, you can just leave if you're doing any percent.
Yeah.
You don't need to fight the boss.
Yeah, you get nothing for beating the boss other than the heart container. And then that's it. And then you come back later in the game and just go through a few other screens, which has a
different MIDI.
Yeah, let me turn that one on. It's just a... So what do we have? We have entrance screen.
Also, if you continue in this part, go to the start screen. then you'll appear at the green tile and walk one tile up automatically into the wall, and then get soft locked.
Oh, good. I'm a fan. So, what does this one say? It's forced money. My favorite. And you're not allowed to go back unless you save and quit if you don't have the money for it. Heart pace in a wall. Just decent-ish hookshot puzzle, I guess.
What do you mean? There's no puzzle.
You have to use the ladder in a couple spots. Oh, actually... no, you don't. Never mind. But there's, you know, random solidity, so that's always my favorite.
Yep.
The fuck... Oh yeah, this is just the last heart pace of the game, and then there's just this.
Yeah.
So...
No, come on.
I'm serious. Like, this is the best dungeon in the series. Like, up to this point. Like...
I think it's funny and fun. I don't think it's that good.
Like... I'm tempted to just say it's my list, my rules. Like...
I would still think the level 9 is better, but I guess, yeah.
It's... I think this one is, like, strangely well constructed for what it's supposed to be, because it's supposed to just be a confusing shitpost of a level, which I have done in the past, but this one I think is done in a, like, really funny way, and it doesn't really...
It does have, like, good comedic...
It doesn't really have many setbacks if you go, like, a wrong way or anything.
That's true.
There's the random-ass penguin, Pikachu, guitar, dolphin,
if you do have to come back in
like,
a second time, you do have to buy Tingle's map again, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
But that's not that big a deal.
I'm still going with this. It's, for me, it's like, it's a shame to not put it in S tier, but I'm gonna...
Meanwhile, I'm a fucking weirdo that has a soft spot for level 8.
Oh, what, in Mitch?
Yes!
Oh god, no.
I'm dead serious! I don't think it's actually good, but I have a soft spot for it.
Well, let's look at that one.
To me, this one is similarly trolly to 7, but just, you know, less overtly funny and more just... It's like a Mario Maker troll level. I don't know.
Oh god, maybe... So, let's...
Immediate goodness. You got 3 ways to go. Which one's correct? None of them. Leave
yeah, you have to... Yeah, instead you have to leave to progress. I honestly feel like this might be the worst dungeon in the series. But, this one's fucking bad.
Best.
Like...
Depending on how you interpret the trolls.
If you think of it as a troll level, that does make it a little better, but yeah. So then you have this stupid shit of just follow the arrows, warp through, you know, all this crap. What happened? I think if you go left...
If you go left, you get soft locking.
Yeah, you get stuck and you have to leave the dungeon. Then we have... Here's a room with a bunch of skeletons, and... Why is this here? Is there a... That's okay. I think if you play the whistle...
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and it just fucks you up.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Yeah, it's a
Yeah. But then this one, I think...
This one doesn't work because you didn't understand how pound combos worked.
Oh, right, yeah, because you were supposed to pound these in, and they were supposed to turn into water that you would dive in, and that would warp you
yeah, the
to this,
combo is what's
like, to this, which is also just fuck you and you leave the level. But it didn't work. And then this one is the same thing, except this one actually takes you somewhere. Yeah. You have a bit of Jetson's Quest, which is just velvet rope to the extreme. Yep. You get the red candle, which, you know, I'm glad it's locked behind just playing the whistle in an unmarked screen, but thank God it's not actually needed for anything.
I'm a fan of how you wanted to put red candle in level 5 and then just forgot, and you're like, ah, shit.
Yeah, red candle was supposed to be in 5, and then I think it was supposed to be L2 bracelet here. But, yeah. Also, there's just a pushable block there that's for a heart pace.
Well, hang on, it teleports you up. Oh, no, not up, sorry. It's to the right, I think?
What do you mean?
There's like a screen... No, I think it's the top right screen. Oh, it's just a bomb capacity upgrade, never mind. Yeah, it takes you to the top right of the dungeon.
So, you do that, here's, like, burn the correct thing.
But then if you go If you burn it and then go to a specific other spot, it'll warp you, right?
Maybe.
There's a hidden warp here.
God, I don't remember which switch. I think maybe the one that... No.
No, you specifically burn one and then go to a different thing.
I don't know. Either way, either you have to do this one or you can't
times?
do this one. Huh?
Hit Q a couple times?
You won't know until it's the secret combo. But whatever.
Uh-huh.
Either way, you do that, you fight a Goma. You don't have hook shot yet. Come in here. Whatever. And then we get to non-Euclidean excellence.
Yes.
Because I had to fucking wrap this around the other dungeons, and it doesn't work at all. So, then we just get this shit. Which, are any of these real? Yeah, one of them is real. It takes you up here, and then here's like some shit that you can do. We'll get a heart piece. Go down. This staircase is not real. You can't escape. So you go back, you do all this again.
Yeah, there's like three... You can go to three different dead ends there that each tantalize you with, nope, this isn't the right
Here's,
one.
you know, 5 fucking blue whiz robes. Do this shit.
It's level 8, it's fine.
This screen, which is the real staircase. None of them. It's this tile over here.
Yeah.
Which takes you to up here, and then you come in here, and it's actually a real staircase, surprisingly.
It's the
And
shot.
okay, yeah, that's hookshot. How do you get this one? You have to come in from the left, yeah, and then you push the god. This level is so fucking stupid.
It's really dumb.
Yeah, you hookshot down here, and then it just goes down and right a screen. Get the key.
Yeah, of course.
Go across, and then
Okay.
boss is just 2 cracked rocks. Oh my
S
god. No. It's weird. Like, I don't know why I rate, you know, Mitch 7 and BA1 5 so highly, and yet... Wait, where is BA1 5?
Bottom of B.
Honestly, like, this one is fucking D tier for me, but it's...
I don't actually love it that much. I like
It is kind of funny, but it's also just bad.
Having gone through the screens again, you're right. It's not nearly as funny as level 7. So
It's not horrible, but
I think
it's
this is
not good.
5%.
Yeah, like... The fact that I'm actually rating it higher than BA1 level 1 and 2 is weird to me, but, like,
It's got
those
something
are...
going for it. Those are just snooze fests.
Yeah.
Aside from being slightly too hard.
So, then we have level 9, which, like, as with...
It's not as interesting as BA1 level 9.
Don't think so.
No.
Okay, so yeah,
There's
this...
2 meaties as well.
Right. Yeah, this one immediately cock-blocks you on 2 sides for not having the Triforce yet, because you couldn't get the one from level 7. So you go in here...
That's kind of a point in its favor to me.
Yeah.
The Triforce check has always seemed kind of pointless if you can't even reach the level anyway.
Right. Here's, Solve My Maze Superman, except this one's different, because this one isn't an issue with solidity. This is an issue with half the tiles being staircases that you have to, like, position yourself halfway above them to solve the room. Then here's just, yeah, random push block shit. I think this is a staircase. Yeah, you go around. This room is weird. It's like... I don't think it's displaying correctly here. This wall on the left is supposed to be a shutter door, but it's, like, actually bombable.
Oh, yeah. In-game it displays as a shutter.
Is there a, like, warp in this or something? Like, what the... I don't know. Anyway, you go through this, it takes you back to level 7 to get the Triforce.
If you push the left or right block, it will reveal a question mark symbol next to the left wall.
I see. Alright,
So yeah, you go into the back of level 7, you come back with the Triforce.
Here's just the same shit.
Yep.
This is the Good Burger room. No further explanation needed.
Oh, that's not.
You know, you push some shit, and it's like, you eventually get to a point where you can't push anything else, and it's like, okay, well, good thing there just happens to be a stairs combo somewhere. At least I thought there was. Where the hell is it?
Yeah. It's, well, no, the yellow thing turns into stairs.
Oh, right, and then it just lets you progress. It was kind of sloppy. Shoot the arrow through the keyhole.
Oh, that's what's supposed to be happening. Well, it's weird, because it... Oh, I'm now seeing it correctly. See, I always saw this as, like, a depression in the room, where, like, there's, like, a, you know, a pit that's at a lower elevation, and you just kind of walk over the walls. I thought it was really sloppy.
I mean, it still is sloppy because there's no layering, but yeah, it's supposed to be like another wall in the center that you shoot through the keyhole, hit the eye, and it, like, opens up the path.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then do this, and then, yeah, then we get to the second half of the dungeon, which is, you know, just most of it.
Yeah.
That was not the correct MIDI. There we go. This one's weird. It's similar to the level 9 in BA1, where it's like, you know, just you kind of have to.
Way more confusing.
It's like one big puzzle to solve, but it's like, you know, a lot of these screens are just telling you directly where to go, but it's also mirrored. I think like one half of this is actually pointless.
Yeah, you only have to... No. You do one to get bait, and then you do the other one, and it requires bait, and then you get golden arrows.
There's still rooms that you never have to go through, though.
I think so, yeah.
And then, yeah, you have, like, these secret rooms that give you extra money if you spend a heart container. God, what the hell is this maze path?
If you haven't been doing
I fucking love this one, where it's just you come in from the bottom, immediately enter this thing, you warp here, push the block, go right, it warps you to the left, go left, and then it takes you here. You know, baggage cabbage. There's a few of these where it's just, you know...
These puzzles are bad specifically because, like, you know, if the player doesn't happen to know sheet music, get fucked.
Right. Here's fucking 3 Patras and a bunch of Dark Nuts just clustered in one room. Have fun, asshole. I don't remember the progression of this place. I'm not going to go screen by screen, but you get the idea. It's more of the same. The other side's kind of mirrored. There's the bait. There's a part where, like, you go up and... Where do you get the golden arrows from? It's one of these side rooms, I think.
It is. It's one of these. You go up and it takes you to, like, a room in Star Road.
Yeah. Then you go through here, and then... It's Ganon fight, and then you have the
and
nuclear...
Random Meltdown initiated.
Yeah, Random Meltdown initiated is pretty good.
Should play the MIDI for that.
Alright. And then, you know, we just have the credits as part of the dungeon itself, which is just kind of good shit. But, and then, yeah, Mitch is at the end. And then there's just the unnecessary cave section at the end, which...
not really part of any dungeon.
I don't even know why it exists. Like, oh, where is it? It's... Here we go. It's a little weird.
What the hell would look to this place?
Yeah. Okay, where do I rate this thing? I feel like I tried harder than BA1 level 9, but it didn't necessarily come out better. It's pretty close.
Yep, I think that's fine.
Yeah. So, now we're left with BA2, which, will there be anything that reaches S tier?
I think so.
I don't know if I do.
It would be really funny if you had the S tier there with nothing in it, though.
There's a good possibility that's going to happen. We'll find out. This one, I'm not going to go as particularly through each dungeon, because I feel like they're more memorable, but,
yeah.
Let me go ahead and open it in ZQuest.
ZQuest. Among Us.
If I could type, it would be excellent. Alright. Okay, so... Peter, Peter. So, level 1, we have the gimmick of it being, you start from either side, depending on if you get Boomerang or Candle at the start. There's a sequence of puzzles that are, sort of themed around that, either killing weak enemies or burning shit or lighting dark rooms. It eventually loops around. You have to beat the wall masters, and then it loops you into the middle, gets you the other item, and then eventually you go around to the third section where you just beat the boss and get the Triforce. This is a pretty solid first level. It has the usual problem of being a little bit too hard in some places, I think.
You think so?
I've seen people struggle with this. At the very least, it has this dick
move. If any
move.
level is hard in this game, it's 3. And maybe 4.
I don't know. What the hell is this? No, it's just a cave. But yeah, this room is the standout of the dungeon of just... I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, where it's dark, and it's like, okay, well, you can already see the path, but if you decide to light up the room anyway, then hey, fuck you. Every tile is damaging now, and you're probably gonna die. It's like... It's a little stupid. If it was earlier in the dungeon, or if there was like a checkpoint that it could send you to instead of the beginning, I would rate it a little less harshly, but it is pretty mean.
It's gonna teleport you to the Checkerboard of Doom.
Aside from that, yeah, I think this is pretty solid. It's
I would say
introductory, but it's fine. So let's at the very least place it above Mitch 1. I think it's high enough to be in B.
Yeah. Probably better than 1.5. Somewhere around here is fine.
There's a point now where I have to stop rating things ironically. Because that's kind of what I've been doing for a lot of them.
It's like, yeah, 7's funny. Let's put it in B.
Yeah. I'm regretting Mitch level 7 being up here, but I'm gonna stand my ground on that one.
You made your bed.
So, level 2 is the abandoned well.
Shaped like a guy.
Yeah, it's just shaped like some dude. This one is it's unique. I
like this one.
Has something going for it, I'm sure.
Cool puzzles, cool concept.
Damn it, he beat me to it.
It's even got a cutscene. And it's got a secret area. And it's got,
Yeah.
It's got. This is the. I think this is the first instance of you like
trying to branch out.
Well, I was gonna say pulling off trickery. Like, I think. I'm trying to think if there's been an earlier instance of anything like this. Where the screen where you go in the cave and then you pop out of the other cave on the same screen, but it's actually a dupe screen. And then
that dupe screen didn't used to exist, by the way.
Was this just a one-way thing, or?
Yes. I'm trying to remember exactly how it worked. I think you went in the one on the left, it took you to the one on the right. If you went in the one on the right, it would still come out of the one on the right, and you went up, you got the bow, and then I think when you left, it just takes you, over here or something.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's a little shitty. Well, I can make that a little better.
And then on the other side, not on the other side, in the neck, I think, there's the part where there's 2 different secrets.
Yeah, that was kind of neat.
I think this dungeon is the first instance of what would later become kind of the signature and the most cool thing about the quest is the little trickery where you make it do things it doesn't seem like it should be able to. I think
yeah, I agree. It's nothing groundbreaking or amazing, but it's it's fine.
I mean, I'm telling you now, watching that LP at 11 years old, or however old I was, and you're like, oh yeah, and here you can actually go back and forth, even though there's only supposed to be one warp per screen. It's actually a dupe screen. That blew my mind. I'm like, oh shit, that's so cool.
So, I'd put it above level 1 at least.
Yeah.
It's... yeah...
Top of B, in my opinion.
Do I like it better than 6? I do like 6 a lot. It's... I think right there is probably fine.
Okay.
Now, level 3 has 5 million middies in it, so I'm just going to pick one of them and stick with it. This is the Mega Man dungeon, which kind of suffers from BA1 level 4 syndrome of just the sections being way too short, but...
A little bit, but there is puzzle solving in terms of, like... At least the entrance screens have something in them. This would have been way worse if it was actually like level 4 and the entrance screens were pointless. At least each one has a navigation puzzle.
The gimmick of this one is, you've got all these different level entrances. Most of them require something special to enter. And then they're all kind of themed around the bosses of Mega Man 1. So you have the Bomb Man 1, which is this extremely shitty palette. And then here's, the best part of the game, where you get a single super bomb, and if you misuse it, then you have to restart the game. I tried to warn people against it, but I mean, it's still kind of bad game design. And we have, can you push things? Which, I have to point this screen out as something that isn't a puzzle, but is still kind of neat. You don't usually push things to make a bridge. I had to, be a little creative with this one. Here's maybe our first instance of, the colors mean different things. Some of them are 4-directional, some of them are up-down, but it's never consistent throughout the game.
Yep.
And then, shortcut back out. We have the Cutman one somewhere. Where the fuck is it? Here.
Cutman who wants to be...
Can you notice that this statue is slightly greener than the rest? Forced fight against Dark Nuts, possibly too early. Solve my maze.
Solve my maze!
Yeah.
It's not really a maze, there's only one way. I think for this screen on the wiki, I actually didn't even make a guide for it, because I'm literally like, there is one path, just keep cutting.
There are no tiles to avoid, there are no tiles to touch, just pray. So yeah, they got that one. This one is just kind of bad.
This one sucks.
Yeah, it's like, these are supposed to be sparks. I did the best I could, maybe. But some of the gorillas are okay. This screen is just nothing. Here's Wizrobes, which are kind of assholes. At least they're only the yellow ones.
Yeah.
Red, whatever. And at this point on, can't ever use damage tiles again. I'm so glad I gave the player this early in the quest. I don't know. Yeah, this section kind of sucks. Ice section is pretty decent. Nothing amazing, but it's fine. Fire section is boring. Where the hell even is it? Over here.
Yeah, doesn't have much going for it.
And then we have the final section, which I'll put on the other song for. Which is just made up as the...
I don't like this part. The puzzles are pretty good. The problem is, it's very easy to get to Manhandler and die and have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
This always happens to me if I'm... Well, not always, but it very frequently happens to me if I'm doing a casual playthrough.
So let's see, we have just Trickery to the right with a duplicate entrance that has a stairwell in the door. You have hidden screens. We have the bomb puzzle, which was a relatively late addition to the quest, which is surprisingly complex, damn.
Yeah.
I think this is the closest I've ever come to having a bomb puzzle, because it's usually just, can you bomb the thing?
Right.
This one, there's a little bit more to it. Push block maze with a stupid, I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Go out, screen the wrong way, loop around to the other type crap.
Yeah.
I thought we left that behind in Mitch, apparently not.
No, this game's still got some echoes of that.
Yeah, here's just sort of maze, not really.
Once again, there's only one way to go. So.
Yeah. Find the hidden cheese.
Cut the grass.
5 million Wizrobes. ice shit. This one, people always like have a hard time figuring out that you can push the boulder while on the ladder. That's kind of like the puzzle of this screen.
But that's a good puzzle. Like,
yeah.
This is like, honestly, like, I'm not shitposting. This is one of the best puzzles in the game. It's simple and elegant. It doesn't mislead you at all. It just presents this situation, and you know that the player is likely to not necessarily immediately assume that they can push the blocks on the ice. And whether they figure it out immediately or they had spent some time on it, they're going to feel smart for being like, aha! Like, it actually has an aha moment instead of just, oh, I guess I do this, huh? Like...
Fair enough. This is just, shoot the arrow through the candle, and then can you solve my invisible maze? And then we have the best boss of, here's a manhandler, lay a bomb down, oh no, there's a ring of statues now, oh my god. And yeah, if you die, you redo everything, so...
Yeah, it's a pretty big black mark against the dungeon, but otherwise it's pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, it's... Oh my god. I'm thinking B. I'm just trying to figure out where I want it in B. It's like... You know, it does more interesting things than level 1 or 2, but it has lower lows.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put it just barely below level 1.
Really? I would still say it's the best of the three IMO.
Really?
Yeah. Even with the lows. That's just me, though.
I mean, see, now I'm second-guessing myself because I felt that way, but I'm like, no, that isn't fair because it has too many, like, shitty moments, but you're kind of right.
I think the Manhandler is the only real issue.
It has some boring sections, but I guess that's not the worst thing ever. It's kind of a close call, honestly, but yeah, I'd say I sort of agree with that. Is it better than Mitch level 6?
I mean, I don't like 6 that much anyways, that's your call.
Now, again, I'm second-guessing myself here. Like, do I want to put it up in A?
Is it actually S+?
It's definitely not S+. I think putting it in A would be giving it a little bit too much credit. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hot take. Level 4 is a little bit overrated.
No, I agree. I wasn't going to put it that high.
It's a nice change of pace for it to look different.
Yeah.
I like that it's a big
I wish the graphics
area.
were a little better, but I did what I could.
Using the hook shot is fun even if there's no actual puzzles with it.
Right.
That's basically it. I don't like that it's a long gauntlet. Would it have killed you? Especially since it's an overworld. You could have made shortcuts.
Yeah, true.
At least one. Because if you die to like a wizard or something, which you probably will, or to the manhandler more likely, you have to go all the way back, and there's nothing you can do to speed it up.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've liked this level less and less over the years. It used to be my favorite, just because I thought that it was like an interesting concept, and it had like a sense of adventure to it. And I still kind of stand by that, but yeah, it has a few design issues. Can you solve my invisible maze?
That's not a maze. It's an invisible velvet rope.
I know, but still.
Are we counting the
clouds?
Well, I assume we are counting the clouds. Are we counting the like secret area in the sunset?
No.
That's not really part of the level.
It's not part of the level. Oh no, it's edgy.
Hot take: the clouds are interesting, but they could have been better.
Pointless.
You could have put some like ladder puzzles here, or more hookshot puzzles, or even some enemies if you didn't want to come up with puzzles. So
yeah.
I think maybe you were trying to carry on the graphics a little too much. I feel like I'm being really harsh here. I'm sorry. I just
I mean, it's okay. You usually give me more credit than I deserve. So, where the fuck do I put this? Because I feel like on concept alone, it's higher than most of the other dungeons, but on execution, it kind of falls short. So, bottom of A. That's probably still too high for it, but
Well, that's above all 3 of the other BA2 dungeons.
I know.
I would probably put it, if it were me, maybe just below 2.
I feel like I can't really put it any lower than this. It's
okay. It is classic. It is like iconic, I think, for the game.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, you know, gameplay wise, it really isn't that good. But I
honestly,
I'm attached to it.
It just needed a shortcut. That would have.
It could have used another once over and spruce it up a little bit, and yeah. If there was ever, you know, you have your 5 million like projects going on where you like have like, you know, BA2 complete and all that. If there was ever like an official like director's cut that improved the game, that would definitely benefit from it like more than most other places.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm sticking with that. Level 5 F. Okay, no.
On a personal level. No.
I mean, it kind of does. Let's try to give it a fair shake. Hold on, let me put on the fucking droning ass music.
You've never liked it, right?
I have never liked this level.
I mean, what? Yeah, you've never liked it. Joel has always kind of liked it for being a change of pace. My opinion has changed. I used to kind of agree with Joel, and the more times I've played through the game, the more I'm just extremely bored when I do this level. So,
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you now, but it's
there's very little to say about this place. It's long as fuck. It's boring. It's, you know, there's no it's visually fucking.
Now here's
like,
the thing: is
nothing.
wandering around like a big sort of maze-like area is not an inherently bad concept for a Zelda dungeon, because I think there's another dungeon in this game that does that same idea better.
Is it 6?
But no, I was gonna say 8 actually.
Okay.
This one, part of the problem is that everything looks the same. If it was the same walkability, but there were actual like landmarks, and you could be like, oh yeah, I've been to the fallen tree, I've been to the, you know, this pool over here. Like if it was, you know, if it actually had like more variety, you could maybe try to get around. And if there was more to it than just find the next. I'm trying to think. I guess you do have to collect.
Because the progression here is you come in. You find the key.
I almost have to leave the level. It's like BA1 level 3.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you go through the warp, it gives you the letter. You leave, use the letter to buy super bombs. You come back in. Oh yeah, you have to find the key too. Use the super bombs to get into the second section. Here there's like 3 warps with keys, or just 2, I don't remember.
There's 2 keys and a heart piece.
And then, yeah, you progress through more of this. It gives you the raft. You come back, you use the raft. And then this section has...
As fuck.
Yeah, there's the keys and
even
the
if you know
block
the
of cheese, and it's...
I think in the speedrun, you know, you're playing pretty continuously throughout the whole thing. You get maybe like 5-10 seconds when you pick up the Triforce, and then the first proper break is as soon as you get on the raft and do the first turn. I think there's like 30 seconds of no input. That's usually where I would take a drink.
Alright, so where the fuck do I put this level? It's definitely not going above D. I'm not sure if it's D or F. I'm trying to think.
Okay, well here's something. Here's another level you feel very strongly about and find very dumb and bad is Mitch level 8. How does it compare to that?
It's worse than that.
Damn, okay.
It's worse than BA1 level and 2, I think.
Okay.
It's... Oh god. Where do I compare it to BA1 level it? I don't... I keep forgetting what the fuck HADHAD level 2 is, other than just having...
It was offensively boring and had stupid navigation. I would say offensively boring, but yeah, pretty boring.
Yeah.
Stupid navigation.
I think that's gonna be where it stays.
Level 6 I'm torn on.
Yeah, me too. Let me switch the song. I don't know how to feel about this place either.
It looks cool. It has some cool concepts.
It's the this is the final boss of Can You Solve My Invisible Maze?
Yes.
Oh god.
I think it's fine actually. Like,
people fucking hate this dungeon.
Really?
The thing I'm trying to, I kind of like it. Most people I've seen play this hate it to the point where it almost ruins the whole game for them.
Oh shit, that's
like
I wouldn't say it's nearly that bad. For me, it's like, nowadays I know what I'm doing. I don't tend to get lost in here. But my first couple times, like, I think, you get lost for a few minutes, you find the lens, and then you're basically good to go.
I mean, the lens is pretty deep in the level, but yeah, it's let's be fair.
No,
so screen by
screens at least look distinct.
Screen by screen, obvious path, obvious path, obvious path. This one there isn't an obvious path, but the bubbles show you where to go. This is the same thing, except there's like a false path that loops you around. The problem here is, leaving the screen after hitting a blue one. This screen doesn't have an obvious path. It's supposed to pass through the centers of each squares, but that's not clear. There's a lot of people who accidentally find the alternate path here.
Yeah, for some reason. For some reason, when I watched the LP, before you even said that you go through the centers, like, that was my initial assumption, so...
But you also don't do it necessarily in a way that, like, makes sense. It really is just push directions until you find the way to go. So this screen kind of sucks. It loops you to here, which is...
The manhandler is fucking awful. Not manhandler, the dig dogger in there as well.
This one is, it's quick at least. That path to the bottom is just nothing. It used to be a path, and then I got rid of it. This one is follow the bubbles, and it has... Is this a loop?
Yeah, it loops around to the bottom right, I think.
Maze path? Hold on.
No. No, this one just has a sidewalk. Oh. Oh, is this the...
You can definitely... Oh, no, this is... Okay, this has an alternate path into the binary zone. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then this one side warps to here, which is fine. You follow the dark squares. At least I think that's fine. I don't know. To me, this one isn't that bad, but it's whatever.
No, this one's fine.
This one is kind of but it's not that hard.
It splits early, and then it's just wiggly.
This one you can see what to do, but, 2 of the paths are dead ends, so then you go back and restart if you pick the wrong way. It only goes back one screen, right? Let me see. It's... Oh, it just... Okay, it just resets the room, basically. Then this one you can kind of see the edges. This is Koga's gym in Gen 1.
Yeah.
Up here is just money, and then here's... Surprise! Here's a bunch of enemies. Hope you don't die. And then, yeah, after you... So, individually, most of the screens aren't that bad, but there's a lot of them, and people lose their patience easily. And then once you...
I think it's fine.
And then, yeah, once you get that, then you have this section, which is mostly okay. I've seen... I'm always surprised by how quickly people understand what to do on this screen, because I always thought this was probably kind of cryptic, but I trained them well.
Yeah.
And then,
it's a good puzzle.
Then, yeah, you fight some enemies. Here's HADHAD, which is just classic. The graphics are terrible, but, that's fine.
He looks like he's come out of a DOS game, which is fitting.
Here's just more shit, and then boss, and then that's it. Okay, so...
Boss. And it's got the cutscene, which I don't know if we should consider the big dark twist being... it's not really part of the dungeon.
It's not really, but yeah. So here's the other thing. Like, once again, I have to go back to, this is my list. Even if I recognize issues with something, it's going to be my own personal opinion anyway. Mm-hmm. I like this level.
I've had the opposite experience of level 5 with this one, where I started by feeling like I was supposed to dislike it because it's like confusing and, kind of difficult, but over time I've come to appreciate it more, and I think it's actually pretty fun.
I feel like people are gonna fucking murder me for this.
Are you putting it at the top?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, man. Maybe not S, but it's still the best one.
Damn.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
Put us in the comments. Get in the comments.
Like that, most people are gonna rate. Like, you know, if they did this list, that would be the bottom. And I just.
This is gonna be the biggest controversy of the year.
Oh my god. But standing by my guns. So.
Here's my favorite level. Yep.
This is the only S tier level, other than maybe 9.
9, yeah, I would say 9 as well.
So no debate on this one at all. It's going in S.
Still talk about it.
Yeah, we will. But
because, yeah, this is easily my favorite level in the game. It's fantastic.
So
it's so fun.
I will start by pointing out the downsides of this level. It has a lot of empty, useless space.
But you skip through with the things.
Well,
so what?
Well, it has empty space on the outside, but it also has shitty empty space on the inside. There's this stupid maze here.
Yeah,
there's you know,
that's kind of filler.
Some of these screens are kind of whatever.
Every screen used to have something.
The basement has this section, so it has its downsides, but for 190, I'm fucking proud of this level.
Yeah.
Like,
well, also, argument. Those parts that don't have much in them, those are pacing tools, because you can't have the cool, you know, interesting rooms back to back to back. You need to have a little bit of breathing room where you come through and you just hit a thing with a hammer and you kill some enemies, and then here's a new cool room. Like, they don't all have to be, you know, super exciting.
Yeah, fair enough.
Keeping the pace, I think.
So yeah, just I guess as a quick recap, the way this level works then is, you know, it's this big warehouse. You come out, like, enter, and it's, you know, you're outside the building, and you can wander around a bit. There's these extra sheds that you can go in. This one gives you the hammer, which you want to do early. And then...
It gives you the map.
Right. Yeah, other one there.
This level is weird because it has a map but no compass.
So as you come in here, then, it's... a lot of these are just screen-by-screen individual puzzles, but the overall theming of this place is it's one big puzzle to crack, where you have to find these ladders that lead up to the second floor. Each section has... It's basically kind of the same thing each time. You have a push-block puzzle, which, you know, this one's barely a puzzle, but whatever.
Some enemies to avoid.
There's a hookshot puzzle, and then...
Actual hookshot puzzles. 4 doesn't have them. 8 sort of has one. And that's it.
Yeah. And then you hit a button, it opens part of the path. You have to hit all 4 buttons to open the path all the way. So, let me see what other...
And the music is excellent. Great picks all around.
So yeah, that's how that floor works. And then most of the sections are... They kind of have, like... I wouldn't say a theme, but they have, like, you know, a general vibe to them. Like, so this one you just kind of go in... You pop into the basement real quick, and it, like, you know, goes across, and then come out, opens the way. That's basically it for that one. People always miss this ladder somehow. I don't know how. Second section is the...
Because they forget about the waffle hint, I guess. They just walk past it, and then just...
Well, no, because what'll happen is you have to do the waffle hint to progress. What?
No, you don't.
No?
Nope. Go down here from here.
Oh,
and then fall in the hole. This is what people do. They fall in this hole. And
see, I seem to remember seeing people do this.
I mean, maybe.
And then
I'm not saying it's impossible,
they open the path and then they just skip the ladder. But
I think what's more like... I mean, that's also possible, because it does 2 things. It opens the ladder and it does another thing. There's actually a section early in Metroid Dread and Cataris where you simultaneously unlock a shortcut and drain some lava, and I used to get really confused about which was progress and, like, what exactly I was supposed to do. I kept going to the shortcut, and I'm like, how does this help me? I can already get here. But, yeah.
I see. So I think this is a similar thing to level 5, where I had an intended path, and there's, like, something that's supposed to be a shortcut, but the shortcut ends up being what people use, and it kind of, like, breaks the flow.
Yeah. I guess that's
so, yeah.
the downside, but...
But yeah, so there's the floor, there's
the dungeon's fault.
There's the pits and the floor maze, which I always kind of liked. It leads to this whole section here with, like,
it is a bit strange how
and...
there's, like, the scattered pits, but then they just all lead to the same spot because they're actually stairs.
Yeah, I mean, that's 190. Don't have pets. Couldn't do anything about it.
Oh, huh. I see.
This section was actually supposed to be, the whole thing was supposed to kind of be one big pit, and there were, like, girders that you would walk across, and it would be, like, you're walking between the tiles, like in Mitch, to not trigger them.
Wait, what? This was that was what this originally was going to be? Was girders between...
Yeah, where you're, like, walking on the half tiles between stairs, but then I realized that wouldn't really work because you could continue doing that even over the pits. So I had to just kind of do this.
Huh. I never knew that. I don't think you said that in a video before. I knew this place was supposed to be a factory, and then you changed it to a warehouse because you couldn't get it to look right. But...
Yeah. So yeah, there's that whole thing. This section over here is just kind of weird. Here, this looks like fucking Mitch level 8 staircase shit. Where's this room is so stupid.
Yeah, kinda.
But you know, there was some.
Go back to that room. Do you see the top left one?
What, this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the one where you can just push the bottom half of this. Yeah, it's a good block.
I love
that. But yeah, so all this stuff is kind of... It has its, like, good sections and shittier sections, and then you just have this part down here, which is the same screen, like, 10 times.
It's supposed to be based on the Phantom Ganon pod and Wind Waker Ganon's tower, but...
This was another concession I had to make, where it was going to be basically the part from level 9 with, like, the holes that go down and the ladders that go back up, and it's a 2-floor maze. And I just did not want to be bothered to try to figure it out, especially without pit combos, so I just said fuck it.
Right.
But yeah, so you do all that, you eventually get the flippers.
I like that the lens works as an alternate solution. I don't know if that was intended or not, but
it wasn't.
You know, if you think to use it, then hey, you get rewarded.
Yeah. Here's the hidden sword, because then there's the whole other aspect of these logs throughout the level that give like a backstory. The first level to actually
have a story. Right. I guess level 6 kind of did, but that was just,
there's like this whole backstory of the Dark Knight robot that went rogue and all this shit. So
could we say that Dark Knight 042 is the first actual character in Victor's adventure?
Probably.
He has a character before Margot does.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Big Dark, kind of.
True, yeah, he has that first cutscene. But his personality is just, he's evil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dark Knight 042, you know, there's some conflict of interest there, there's some intrigue, there's some drama.
So, yeah, anyway, inarguably the best one so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, then we have level 8. Which,
I'll take level 8 is underrated.
It breaks my trend of level 8 always being the worst, which actually, is that even the case anyway? No, because I...
No. Do you want to swap 4 and 8 for BA1?
No, but, okay, Mitch 8 is still the worst for me, and BA1 8 is almost the worst. So, it's close. But I would still say it breaks the trend of 8 being, like, you know, bottom of the barrel type stuff.
Yeah, the 8 mini plane.
Yeah. I still don't really like this level that much, and I wish I did, because, I like the idea of it. It's, you know, I had this section on the overworld, and I'm like, you know, what do I do with this? Because it's got, like, a unique thing going on. I can do something cool here. And so I had the idea of, you know, it's multiple entrances to the same dungeon, but it'll all kind of connect into one big system, and it'll loop horizontally, so the whole thing is like a big cylinder. And it's like, you know, it gets harder as it goes down. There's a flooded section. And
solid concept and solid execution, in my opinion. I don't really see anything wrong with it.
It would be fine if it wasn't for the fucking Wizrobes. They are the only thing holding it back. I think your perception is being colored
by your LP here, because if you're playing the game normally, you have the mirror shield, and you have the...
They're still really hard to deal with.
They're not that bad.
I won't let it hurt the dungeon that much, but they are a strike against it. There's that...
If there was a hint for where to find the fire boomerang, would that be a little better?
Well, I don't even think of the fire boomerang as being a counter to them, because if you like, I still want to kill every enemy on every screen, and if you stun them when they're, like, in a wall, then it doesn't really do much for you.
Doesn't it damage them?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think the fire boomerang damages enemies that are normally not stunnable. But, yeah, anyway, so that's basically it. Other than that, you know, it's fine. But there is also the issue of... The game doesn't really tell you that you need to find 6 keys here, and...
Dark Knight of 2 tells you, if you read his logs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I thought you did...
gotta read. Rewards you.
Fair enough. Because, yeah, this was...
I said, it's underrated.
This place was, it was hurt a little bit by the quest being split into 2 parts, I think, because there was supposed to be the element of there being 8 keys here, and you only needed 6. And then level 9 had to be kind of reworked around that, but, yeah, it's... So, again, it's fine other than the difficulty, the fact that it's a little hard to navigate, and it's also... Sometimes it can be hard to, like, find what you've missed.
Sometimes it's hard to know.
And then we have just this random puzzle at the end that...
I like the puzzle. Yeah.
I know Harrison hated this puzzle. I liked it well enough.
I don't know how I feel about it because I'm biased, because I've always known the solution from watching a video. If I played it blind, I don't know if I would have figured it out.
He was mostly offended by the fact that the wick of the bomb was just floating there. But,
well, the bubble is light, so it floats.
Yeah, I don't know. There's no explanation for it, but it's fine.
Bubbles float up, wicks are heavy, so they go down, so the forces cancel out, and it's in the middle of the room. It makes sense.
So...
Don't forget about the puzzle where you have to hookshot the ladder, because it's wooden. Like, you do that in that room, but there's another room where you have to do it to get out, unless you continue.
I'm trying to think where I want to put this. The more I think about it, the more I am wanting to rate it kind of highly. It's, Just shut up.
I'm just encouraging. I like it better than 4.
I mean, I can see why. Honestly, yeah, it kind of is. To me, levels 1 through 4 are a completely separate game than 5 to 9.
I would say 1 through 5, actually, and then 6 through 9.
1 to 5, 6 to 8, and then 9. Because those were the, like, chunks it was kind of worked on.
Yeah.
So, you know, 4 was the one I was proud of when that was all I had, and then, yeah.
Right.
I think I can live with this.
Let's do bonus level before 9.
Yeah, I agree with that one. So.
Yep, pretty much.
Do you agree?
I don't think I hate it as much as you do, but I've never liked the bonus level. I don't know if anyone does. That's the Mitch Award. It's,
Yeah. Okay, so bonus level is... You know,
it's ugly as sin. It's boring.
So here's the thing. I made this title screen relatively early on. Or, you know, it originally was just a random cave. But, it was like, you know, go right to view the story, go left to start the game. And then, when I made the actual title screen, I set it up this way, and I just kind of put that question mark as a placeholder. I'm like, this will be used for something eventually, I don't know what. And then, you know, as I worked on stuff, I'm like, okay, you know, I'll make an extra bonus level that'll give you, like, some extra stuff if you complete it. It'll have a point eventually. I'll have to figure out how to shoehorn it in. By the time I finished levels 1 through 8, I was spent and had no fucking ideas left. And so, yeah, we have the eyesore that is the rainbow colors. And then we just have... The theme of this level is you use every item in the order that they appear in the subscreen, even if there's no puzzle that can be done with it. And some of the screens... The potion puzzle is probably the highlight, which can also be bypassed by using Fire Boomerang, but I didn't realize that when I made it. Some of the screens individually are fine. some of them, like this one, are dumb as shit. I especially love how...
The problem is that the Zelda Classic engine is limited in such that, you know, if you're just using the default items, most of them don't actually have puzzles associated with them. They're items to be deployed when you can think to use them. The puzzle is thinking to use them.
Yeah.
If you know what you're supposed to use, there's no real way to make it tricky. The only ones that can work with that are, like, you know, the ladder, the hook shot, the raft. Like, anything that involves actual input and, like, positioning and stuff.
Right. So... I'm definitely a fan of the fact that the last room of this is just boots check, which you absolutely have to have at this point.
Yeah.
Here's flippers check. Fucking stupid ass level. I think that's about all we need to say about that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Are
then
you actually putting in offends you on a personal level?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's either there or bottom of F.
Right.
Actually, well, no, hold on. It's not worse than White Sword Dungeon.
Is it worse than Hookshot Dungeon? I don't think so. Is it worse than BA1 level 4? Hard to say. I think we might.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's still gonna be an F, but
it's at least worse than level 5.
Uh-huh.
I think. Even that I'm starting to debate now, but it's not good. Let's not pretend that it is.
No.
No,
but it might be less bad than some of these. Or at least less dull.
I'm keeping it where it is. It's
okay.
I can't think of a good reason why this stupid ass level is better than the bonus level, but my gut says that it is.
Done with quickly.
Yes. It's inoffensive. Like God.
And yeah,
so, yeah.
9 is pretty uncontroversial where it is, I think, but we should still talk about it.
Yep. Let me put on the music.
The jam and music.
So I suppose technically this level also kind of includes the quiz show. Like,
I guess so. I think of level 9 as being the Gauntlet, the quiz show, and the main part 2 level 9.
Oh boy, here's the old version of the quest, where we have,
Yep.
some of the puzzles that... Yeah, here's just this old, stupid Push Bush's room.
I had to, reconstruct some of this shit.
Oh!
When, yep. I had to reconstruct a lot of this when turning this into BA2 complete, which is still not fucking finished, because I need to get off my ass and ask for help with script stuff, and fix some more bugs with it.
So yeah, this dungeon just... I mean, this quest file, you know, by the virtue of being 192, does a lot of stuff that the other ones can't. It has animations. It has just, you know, more complicated puzzles.
Yep.
Damn, this is a long animation for this fight. Now I'm starting to worry about, like, you know, BA3 animations taking up half a map.
That's true, because we don't actually have any complex animations in that game yet, really. We just kind of have set pieces.
Right.
And simple cutscenes and dialogue.
Is this all...
Well, you know, we'll figure that out as we go.
Right. Stop. Are we actually at the proper... Where the fuck is this dungeon? Okay, I found it.
There it is.
But yeah, quiz... So, I guess we'll go part by part here. You know, the Gauntlet in the first part of the quest is... Yeah, it's a boss rush. It's whatever. The quiz show
it's fine enough
is... I think it's hilarious, but, like...
I love the quiz show.
The best part of it is his shitty toupee. And I like the... Is that a tiling error? What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Man. Why is it there in so many of the screen? God damn it.
Awesome. I love it.
I like how we've never noticed that.
Yeah, not fixing it for BA2 complete. I don't fix stuff like that.
Got it.
We leave it.
Alright.
Man.
I like the 60s game show back wall. I'm not a big fan of the shitty blue walls on the side.
Popcorn.
But yeah. So
the popcorn ceiling.
So the quiz show was interesting just because of how I had to set it up with the 3-stair warp and all of these different warps on every screen leading together.
If you've gotten this far and you haven't watched the BA2 LP, what are you doing?
Yeah. So then we get the proper level 9, which, oh boy. Where the fuck do you start in this place? Hold on.
Oh, if you're asking about where you come into the,
Yeah, so you get in here and it's like, there's a stupid-ass poem that I, tried to make good and it wasn't. That's like, hey, you need 8 keys, go get them. And so
Basically.
you go and do that, and you have all of the different tasks you can do. So let's rate the tasks. I would say...
Clearly I should have made 4 different entries.
Yeah. So from best to worst, we have mini games, timed tasks, 2-floor maze, block puzzles. That's my opinion.
I kind of like the block puzzles.
In terms of, here's the thing. In terms of how interesting they are, that's my rating. In terms of actual execution,
like how fun to play.
Yeah, it's a little different, but. The 2-floor maze is just kind of whatever. It insists upon itself.
A little bit. I think it's just long enough to warrant existing while not completely overstaying its welcome.
Right, and I've also mentioned before that this section put off the release of the game by like a full year or more.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't want to fucking design it. Block puzzles are kind of shitty, and they got redesigned a couple times because they used to actually be a lot worse.
True. I remember that.
I don't think you've seen the old ones, have you?
No, but you've told me, you've mentioned it before, I think, that they used to be different.
The time tasks are weird because this is where I had to learn...
They're a little too tight.
Yeah, they don't have enough leeway.
Especially the jank ones.
Some of them like this just don't fucking work. I'm a big fan of the spinning globe thing that I tried to animate this thing. Yeah, I spent like a summer afternoon working on this animation when I had no internet access, and like, I'm making this thing, and then I realized partway through it, I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna have it lead into like the other side, so fuck it, I'm just not going to.
But did you howl at the moon?
I don't know what you mean. But, this was my first use of tiered secrets, I believe. This screen just fucking doesn't work. I like this one.
Yeah, I like the fucking diorama at the top.
It's so good.
Vicdoc's like, is Doctor going to be able to figure out what to do in here? I better like make a fucking GIF to show him.
I like this screen. Can you solve my invisible maze?
Oh my god. Except this one was supposed to be like the 3D maze in Mario RPG, right?
Kinda. I love how we got one more of those before we were done.
Yes. Full circle.
Here was the one that I just stole from the Robin Hood quest, yeah.
And then, I like how I know all of this crap.
Right, because I've talked about it so many times.
Well, no, you talked about it once, and I've just seen the LP like 8 times.
Good. Here's, everybody's favorite screen.
This game. I've gotten good at this, but it does suck.
I'm good at it because I know what to do. If you don't, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mini games are cool. I liked trying to design these.
I think
There's the unused swimming graphic.
Let's go through them one by one. Yes, let's go through them one by one. Big Debunk is fine. The
shooting
returning
gallery.
the shots thing.
Well, I'm just going in the order that they are on here.
Okay. Shooting gallery is fine.
Yeah.
You can get screwed over, but it's fine.
Fix the picture.
What do you even say about that one? Probably just needed a little more time.
Maybe. The treasure hunt is kind of boring.
Well, the problem with this one is it's completely trial and error. There's no logic to which one it's in, and if you happen to get unlucky with your guessing order, then you just get fucked.
But yeah, I like Big Debunk. This is possibly the best one. I don't know.
Okay, but then there's the one where you return your shots back at the gates. For some reason, I suck at this one. I don't understand how to do it.
I maintain that this is the easiest one, and I wish I could help you. Like...
Because, like, I can do it, but for me, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, the physics part of my brain tries to find the position that will work, and I swear just, you know, like, 25% of the time it doesn't work. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what was wrong with my position there.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got all that shit, and then you go through the gauntlet of mini levels, which I thought was pretty cool. I liked revisiting all the little set pieces.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Can you solve my invisible maze? I like some of these have a little bit more stuff than others. You know, we've got stuff like this, and then here's, can I cram all 6 themes into one screen?
This is the worst room in the game.
It might be. Here's walk across a bridge, and then, you know, you get...
You could have at least made you use the hook shot.
I don't know why I didn't. Wanted to use the bridge tile, maybe. So, let's see. Pretty close to the end here.
Yeah.
Oh, right, duplicate map. There's Grandpappy being a bitch. It's just... I don't remember how any of this shit is laid out. Why is it green? Like...
I don't know. That's just in the editor view. Like, in the game it looks normal, obviously.
I know. Where the hell is anything?
Who the heck is the real Ash?
Whatever. But yeah, then there's this whole...
What are you looking for, sorry? I can help you.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, then there's this whole weird bit with the fake error screen, which I thought was pretty great.
This level just has so much fun stuff in it. It's like a whole game in and of itself.
Pretty much. Here's bonus level with fucking cutscene assets.
Is that a tile of Zelda turning into a boulder and, like, turning around?
Oh shit, I have to find that. That's the best tile in the game. God, give me a minute. Sorry, this is gonna come to a screeching halt until I find this tile. Is this it? Yes, okay. Yeah, dust falls, Zelda appears, turns away, melts, turns into a rotating boulder. It's such a good tile. And it never appears in the quest.
Nope.
It was...
Because it used to be something else, right? And then it just...
Yeah, I don't know what it was before, but... I had an animation set here that used these tiles, apparently, and it just kind of got replaced.
We will never know what it was.
I love this. Just the orb swooping and just whoosh! It's so stupid. I don't even know why that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get this whole boss fight cutscene. Then there's the actual boss fight itself, which I
think the boss fight is a little too hard in normal mode. Specifically the part we have to kill the Patra. Everything else is fine. It's just the Patra. There's not enough time.
From what I've seen with other people, I think the main issues are the broken glass and, like, just not using the hammer on Dark Nuts.
Oh, another thing? Oh, why would people not use the hammer on Dark Nuts?
They don't think about it. I don't know.
I think one thing this game needed is a way to replenish a potion.
Yeah, probably. Like, level 9 has issues. It could have used ways to get another potion, or, like, you know, just generally get money back anyway.
Yeah.
Then we have this stupid ending with all the CDI, you know, there's boring cutscene.
Yep.
And then the excellent
cool
ending
ending
animation, yeah.
That's not really part of the dungeon, but...
It doesn't count, but yeah.
I mean, either way, what are we gonna do? Put it up into, you know, above itself? Like, it's already the best on the list, so...
There's the flying through space screen. It's pretty neat. There we go. Where the fuck? I have no idea how these screens are laid out. But yeah. This was a fun screen to put together.
I can only imagine.
Well, I mean, I think we've already done stuff that's more complicated than this in BA3, so...
This animation is kind of, I don't know. I guess we
Yeah.
might have.
But either way, that you know, the ranking was over as soon as we put level 9 at the top of this, which was, you know, not shocking. Yeah. So I guess that's it. Also, I like how I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, so I just had the music playing for like the past fucking 20 minutes.
God. Be sure to let us know why we were horribly wrong about everything, and
well,
you know, Mitch level 1 is actually the pinnacle of the series.
Well, I mean, I know I was wrong for putting fucking glitch level in A tier, but
which one? Both of them.
Yeah. But
the only question is, with BA3 dungeons, you know, if we ever go back to this, like, years in the future when that's all done, you know, how many of these are going to be above everything, and how many are going to actually be slightly worse than some of the top ones here? It's possible.
I would say a Candle Cross Chasm is, you know, arguably between the two in S tier, possibly even better than level 9.
Damn.
Well, okay, no, okay.
No, I think it's below both of them. Possibly even below level 6.
It's hard to say because, you know, on a game, there's a gameplay level and there's a technical level. It's really hard to rate it.
It doesn't. Well, that's the thing is, you know, a dungeon can be executed very well, but just be too simple to have the potential to reach the top. You know, it's an introductory level. It's only going to be able to do so much.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, in terms of technical prowess, I would say it's, you know, better than anything else. But if you ignore that and just treat it for a gameplay experience and don't weigh graphics that heavily, I guess I'd probably put it, like, somewhere around bottom of A.
Yeah, something like that, probably. Again, that's if you're not considering the technical aspect and the graphics and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. How long was that? 2.5 hours?
Yes. Alright, so, yeah, we should probably be done.
Alright, thanks for watching. See you guys for whatever else we do soon.
Tip your waitresses.